The Success Ready Student Network is working to change what assessment and accountability can look like in Missouri. With support from the Kaufman Foundation, school districts large and small across Missouri are engaged in this effort. It seeks to transform the assessment process from an annual test that's an autopsy of knowledge, with results received months later, to one that is timely, relevant, and actionable. A system in which students progress based on evidence of mastery through multiple pathways and with varied pacing.
The 8 components that the Success Ready Students Network focus on operationalizing the mindset. So here are some of the components. One is that students are the first and most important audience of assessment. That assessment serves as feedback to students in meaningful ways that guide their learning. Another important concept is that students progress based on evidence of mastery. It's important that students gain an understanding of priority standards in ways that ensure their future success as they move from one grade level to the next. An equally important part of this is that we are focused on every student and, to the very best of our ability, customizing their experience in ways that best meet their needs. We also, and this is unique to Missouri, have integrated into our personalized competency-based mindset the inclusion of market value assets. Those are things like securing a credential before you graduate on something that might help you get a job. And we believe that it's powerful for every student to engage in at least one market value asset during their high school career so that they can begin to think about a career of their choice. And this does a good job of preparing them for this, and it also brings the business community into the public school education experience.
Real-world learning in our district looks like providing opportunities where students can acquire the knowledge and skills to be high school, college, career, and workplace ready. And not just for the workplace, the college, the career, and the high school that they're in right now, but also what the future might hold. So we really focus on those skills that will endure, hopefully, for decades to come. I think the impact has been trying to find as many opportunities as possible for kids to succeed. So we definitely have a lot of the traditional opportunities, whether that be college credit, career and technical education credentials, but then we always try to find new and creative opportunities that really tap into what kids are interested in. So our goal is to make sure every kid has that opportunity to be ready for what is next for them.
The SRSN is engaging with districts around the state to apply for a waiver from the Missouri State Department of Elementary and Secondary Education for the purpose of reimagining what assessment and accountability looks like in a personalized, competency-based system. The districts who engage in this waiver look specifically at their assessment practices, and they try to design them from the student up. As part of this waiver request, we're asking the federal government for a waiver from the current Missouri Assessment Program test, otherwise known as MAP, so that we can use local interim assessments instead of the end-of-year test for purposes of state and federal accountability. It's important to note that while we are using the interim assessments for state accountability, that waiver of the MAP test requires federal approval, and that has not yet been secured.
The SRSN is putting students first in their learning and ensuring that they have the knowledge, skills, and dispositions to be high school, college, career, and life ready. The member districts are reimagining what learning can look like, how students are assessed, and how schools and districts can be accountable for growth in student learning. If you want to learn more about the Success Ready Student Network, please visit the website here on your screen.